it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Stop me if you've heard this before. Canucks play a decent first period and escape the first period tied or even maybe down by one. Canucks play a very bad second period and fall behind by multiple goals. Canucks make a late push in the third period, giving us hope that they might tie it up or even win the game. Canucks comeback falls just short. Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary, live presented to you by Vancouver Canucks Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. This is Sunday night, January the 25th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Familiar script tonight as the Vancouver Canucks lose to the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2 at home. And everything that I said in my intro basically is what happened tonight. Tied out after the first, fall behind miserably in the second, late push in the third, only to fall just short of a full comeback. But we're going to get into it. We're also going to give some tickets away today. So this is a great stream for you guys to be at. We're going to give away a pair of Canucks tickets, given that we triggered the high five in last Thursday night stream. So thank you for being here. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, and it'll go by really, really quickly. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, all three, but the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, know how much I never ever take you for granted. So this is how you get involved tonight. Subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that the Canucks played well, like the fact that they held Crosby scoreless, like the fact that the Seahawks won, like the fact that the Canucks did not get any points, so if you are a fan of that type of thing, and like the fact that we continue to build a wonderful community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation, get the donation. No, Skytrain Yrvin got the donation train out of the station, so you can follow his lead. We will get to that in a second. Thank you, Yrvin. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message, and if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. I see in the YouTube back end list, Burned, Burnsy, Coach Rob, Edison, Alfred, Fangirl, Justin, Harry, Shannon, Simon, Erwin, and Irvin. Thanks to all of you. Those are at least public profiles. And everyone else that's in the chat that I didn't say hi to, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get to this right away. Skytrain Yrvin gets the donation train out of the station tonight. Let's give him some love in the chat. How many times is that now? It is starting to feel like we're more of that. It's starting to feel like more of that is accumulating than the "we were right there" Foot comments. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Adam Foote, his press conference say the same thing as well. He always says we started off well, got behind in the second, and then we were all over them in the third. We were right there, and we could have tied the game or won the game. It's coming a little tired, a little stale, but it's kind of like the way the Canucks have been playing throughout this homestand. So let's give Skytrain Yrvin some love in the chat for the $5 donation. Wow. Yeah. So I was at the game today and I was there with my lovely wife, Gail, and I got to see, I met a guy named Victor. I'm not sure which Victor he was, but he was wearing a Penguins jersey. So we took a selfie before the game, got to see Rosie and Sarah and Abby. I also saw Hansel, which was nice, and his wife. So, overall, his wife Joanna, and so it was great to see all of you guys there. Saw actually Gail's the vice principal, saw Gail's principal, Maureen, and Maureen's fiance Walter. So I got to see them as well. And overall, I didn't get to see Natty though. I'm not sure if Natty's in the chat. I was hoping to see Natty during the first intermission, but I did not get to meet Natty unless I somehow missed her or she avoided me. But yes, I was happy to see those that I could at the game today. And it was generally an entertaining game. Usually the weekend games are, because there's a lot of kids in the stands, and got to see Sidney Crosby. We don't know how many times we're going to be able to do that going forward. And it was Ben Kindle, the Coquitlam boy, who was the 11th overall pick in 2025, playing for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And he scores 2 goals. And he said after the game that he had about 150 people at the game, 100 people, friends and family at the game. I know many of them were in a suite, because every time Kindle's name was announced or he scored, there was one certain suite behind one of the nets that they erupted there. And then I'm sure you can't fit 150 people in a suite. So I'm sure there are a lot of other friends and family scattered throughout the arena. But good on Kindle. Not great for the Canucks, but he played well. So let's get to the goals. Let's get to the Sedge VC, the Clay Edge Goal Visualizer commentary. And let's start off. And the first goal is, the first 3 goals. So no one scores in the first period, and then everything starts in the second. So you'll see Bouillon makes a pinch. They get by him, Gensel, and now it's... Oh, no, it wasn't Gensel. What am I talking about? Gensel doesn't play for them anymore. Let's start that again. So you see... Let's start again. Z Bouillon makes a pinch, and it's Chinnikov gets it past him. Then now it's Novak and Malkin, 2-on-1 on Tyler Myers, and a really nice pass from Novak. Holds it, and then gets it across to Malkin, who puts it above a sprawling Lankinen. Malkin does a good job of not bowling over Lankinen, even though Malkin, A, is very big, and B, was going to the net with some speed. But yes, right here, Bouillon's either got to win that race or he's got to retreat and gap up. But what you cannot do is get beat. And sure enough, he gets beat. And now it's a 2-on-1. DeBrusk trying hard to get back. But it's a 2-on-1 and a really nice pass. And then Malkin makes no mistake. So 1-0. 1-0. Then local boy Ben Kendall gets his first of 2. And let's see what happens here. So it is a face-off in the Canucks zone. And it's a win back to the point, side pass, and then centered. So the Pittsburgh, after winning the draw here, Pittsburgh moved it around with some authority once again. So ultimately, there's Mantha. No, there's Mantha. Mantha's 39. Mantha gets it over to Shea, and then Shea with the hard pass. I'm not sure if it went off of P.O. Joseph too, because I thought I heard it hit off 2 sticks. The second one being Kindle, but Kindle was in the right place at the right time and deflects it in, going straight to the nets after winning the draw. So just watch Kindle go straight to the nets. And great pass by Shea. 2-0 for the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins. And then Kindle scores a second of the period. And this one is Carlson, PD, but he mishandles it. And then it gets turned the other way. Kindle has the puck there. Then it's Kulak. I guess Kulak hit it before. That was actually Justin Brazeau who gets it to Kindle. 1 time or 2 right in the slot. So let's try it again. Carlson to PD. And then it gets over here to Justin Brazeau. And then Bouillon actually makes a bit of a mistake there as well, because he, young guy, he made that awesome goal on Friday night, but then he does not look good on this one there. Right there, he's got to be, he's a defenseman, right? He's got to be back or he's got to intercept that pass, but he can't flub it. And Brazeau did one of those where he kind of touched it and then kind of almost jumped past Bouillon, but Bouillon cannot let that happen. And then Joseph commits to Brazeau, and then Kindle snaps one pass. Kevin Lankinen. So it's 3-0 already. Then third period, cue the comeback. First is Jake DeBrusk. So here we see Pettersson go in. This is a nice play, actually. Kane tries a wraparound. It goes through Pettersson. Actually, it goes through DeBrusk, then Pettersson, and then DeBrusk puts it in top corner. And that was a nice goal. So this actually started with, it was a good play by PD here, but Kane was the one who actually creates all this by Kane driving the net, going around the net, trying the wraparound. Then DeBrusk gets a whack at it. PD touches it, I think, and then DeBrusk goes around the net and puts it in, putting it past Stuart Skinner. So we did not, I'll talk about Shelovs in a second. So now it's 3-1, and that was 6 minutes in, so lots of time. Then at the 14-minute mark, it is this puck actually hits a couple people because Hronek shoots it, and then apparently it goes off Ogren and Bluger past Stuart Skinner, kind of flutters by him. But originally they thought it was, I think they thought it was Bluger. Then they announced it as Hronek, but then they switched it back to Bluger. And Bluger's played very well since returning to the lineup. So let's see that once again. Garland over to Hronek, shoots it, goes off of Ogren and Bluger past Stuart Skinner. But that's it. That was the only, despite a late flurry, and then the Canucks were not able to tie it up. But there are a couple other things that happened during this game that was interesting. Number one of the Canucks goals in the first period, the Canucks goal was called back. They said Bluger was in the crease on, I can't remember who shot it now, but so they called it back right away. They waved it off on the ice. And then Bluger in his postgame said that the referee actually came to him and said it was a 50-50. So it went the other way. If the referee called it a goal originally, then likely it would have counted. But because he did not call it a goal, it didn't count because of those 50-50. Canucks decided not to challenge it. I don't know if you can challenge that thing, but they couldn't or they didn't. I don't know if it's a couldn't or they didn't. Regardless, it was still 0-0. So that happened. Also in the first, one of the first whistles, they did a welcome to Artur Shilovs. They basically said he backstopped the Canucks to their playoff, series win in 2024, and then led the Abbotsford Canucks to a Calder Cup winning season last MVP. Please welcome Artur Shilovs. And Shilovs was at the bench, the Pittsburgh bench, and he gave a nice wave, like he truly felt like let's say he was moved or touched, but at least I think he was appreciative of the love from the Canucks fans. So that was a nice touch for sure. I talked about Ben Kindle's 150 friends and family, and then we got to talk about this late hit, or this dirty hit. So as the Canucks have the extra man, they're scrambling to score. With the last 10 seconds, there's a scramble in front of the Pittsburgh net, in front of Stuart Skinner, and then Brian Rust came, and I don't know if it was a shoulder or an elbow, but he came and he knocked Besser in the head, a high hit. Besser went down. Actually, it was kind of scary. He went down on his front, like on his stomach, for the last 3 to 5 seconds of the game while the Canucks were trying to jam at the puck. They weren't jamming at Besser, so I wasn't worried that he was going to get more hurt. It just did not look good. Besser obviously couldn't help try and score because he was down on the ice. Then after the final buzzer went, the Pittsburgh Penguins, actually surprised there wasn't a lot of jostling, because usually when there's a goal mouth scramble, when the time runs out, there's usually some pushing, some shoving, some slashing. But I think because the Canucks were worried about Besser, because Besser's generally a well-respected player, Pittsburgh didn't even celebrate. They gave Stuart Skinner some high fives, but the Penguin players didn't come off the bench until Besser made his way to his feet. It looked like Russ did come and apologize to Besser, like he kind of went next to him and said something to him and tapped him. And then Besser was helped off the ice with the trainer and with some Canucks players. Pittsburgh celebrates, Canucks go off, and then to a man, they all said that it was a dirty play. Pettersson didn't say much, but DeBrusk and Bluger and Adam Foote all said that it was a dirty play by Brian Rust. Bluger said that Rust isn't a dirty player, but it was a dirty play. And Adam Foote said that he thinks the league will take a look at it. So as Besser is my favorite current Canucks player. And I hope he doesn't have any like concussion or upper body injury, but Adam Foote had no update for him after the game. And it's really unfortunate that had to happen, because not only took away our best scorer maybe in those clutch situations, but more importantly, it was just an unnecessary play. You could cross-check him in the back, you could slash him, you can slash his stick out of his hands, and none of that would likely get called because there's only 3 to 5 seconds left. But it's just unfortunate that it was a hit that could take Besser out. So we'll see what happens if we get an update sometime tomorrow. Great point about DeBrusk sounding sick. I'll talk about that a second as well. Shots were even in the first, 8-8. Then we had Pittsburgh outshooting the Canucks 13-10 and outscoring them 3-0 in the second. And then we dominated the third 14-4. Half of that is the Canucks pushing. Half of that is Pittsburgh protecting the lead. So it's not like I'm not sure if Pittsburgh tried their absolute hardest to actually create in the third period. I think they were doing everything they could to protect their lead. So face-offs, they out-face-offed us 55-45. Well, only one minor penalty. So the Canucks had the power play. They went 0 for 1. The Canucks did not even take a penalty. And then for 27 hits to 25, so a relatively active game. Block shots were even, giveaways were basically even. Pittsburgh sweeps the season series 2-0. Oh gosh, I didn't even see this. So Brian Rust did get 2 minutes at the very end for an illegal check to the head for Brock Besser. So I think that's automatically reviewed, and if not, it should be. Let's look at the box score just really quickly for there's 2 for Kendall Crosby. -1, only 17 minutes, no shots, 2 hits, and 3 giveaways. Very good in the faceoff circle, 71%. But the Canucks, credit Pettersson and Blueger, they actually held Crosby to basically be a non-factor. I certainly noticed him when he was on the ice, though, so it wasn't like he was invisible, but he was held off the score sheet. Let's look at the Canucks. Obviously, they only had 2 goals, so they had these guys get assists, get 1 point each. No one was more than a +1. Carlson was unfortunately -2. Look at the ice time. Low man was Höglander with 9:11 and Sasson with 9:39. So that is 2 guys at the 4th line. And then on the high end, O'Connor at 18:40, Pettersson 18:32. So those were your 2 high guys. Besser also at 18:10. Shots on goal, lots of shots. 5 for Besser, 4 for Garland, 3 for O'Connor, 3 for Blueger, 5 for DeBrusque, 3 for Kane. Blocks, Petey always leading the forwards in blocks. Petey with 5 hits as well, very impressive, along with Teddy Blueger. So 10 hits between the 2 of them. On D, I still don't know why. Well, P.O. Joseph played because Verlander was sick. I'll get to that in a second. -2. Z Boehm -2. So I think Boehm had 24 minutes last game. He only had 15 tonight with Joseph. They were not great. And then shots, only 2 from defensemen, 2 blocks from Marcus Pettersson, 4 hits from DPD. Lankinen, I think I said this after the New Jersey game as well. Not his fault that they lost, but he didn't didn't do anything crazy to help the Canucks win either. 22 saves on 25 shots. I'm just thinking of the 3 goals. The 2-on-1, Malkin probably couldn't do anything about it. The Kindle one, can he block that? I don't know. It happens so fast. You don't want to lose your position. And maybe he could have got the 3rd goal, the Kindle goal, from the slot. But it was a good shot. It was a good shot. And then really quickly, looking at the fancy stats for the game, it was very equal. The Penguins, 51% Corsi. That's all shots, including block shots and those that missed the net. Then 51% Fenwick. That takes away block shots, which makes sense because the block shots were pretty much equal. Scoring chances for is 52% to 48% for Pittsburgh, so very close. High dangers, actually, Vancouver had more, 13-11, 54%. And then expected goals, 2.65 for Pittsburgh, 2.4 for the Canucks. So 3-2 makes a lot of sense. Okay. So there was everything. Then after the game, it was Petey, it was DeBrusque, it was Blueger, and it was Foote. And 3 of those 4 guys sounded sick. Petey sounds sick. DeBrusque sounds really sick. His voice kept cracking like he was 14 years old. Blueger sounded fine. And Adam Foote, he sounded under the weather for the past 2 or 3 weeks, 2 or 3 games as well. We know Tom Verlander was a late scratch, not because of performance or health. It was because of health. He was scratched because he was not well. He was too sick. So that's why P.O. Joseph drew in. So we know at least DeBrusque sounded sick for sure. Petey sounded sick, and Adam Foote referred to that on Friday. He held their ice time lower. So they're probably getting over things. Verlander's sick, and who knows how many other Canucks players are sick in the room. Before I get to the Canucks, also, then after the game, Gail and I were in the encore suite for some of the game, courtesy of Jason. So we watched the end of the Seahawks Rams game, which is good. Seahawks win. Remember I told you about the champions pool where I'm with 6 guys and we all choose champions who we think is going to win or become runner-up for the World Series, the Super Bowl, the NBA Championship, the Stanley Cup. And I think I mentioned on here that I took the Patriots. So I'm guaranteed 1 point. I actually get 2 points if they win the Super Bowl. But I would be happy for Seattle to whomp the Patriots next week. I would happily sacrifice that 1 point if the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. And so, yes, I am guaranteed at least 1 point in that pool. So it's a good start because obviously that's the first of the 4 championships to go this calendar year. And I was reminded by myself that 11 years ago, I obviously know that the Patriots beat the Seahawks on that Malcolm Butler interception of Russell Wilson on the goal line. We all know that. They should have handed it to Marshawn Lynch. But I also was reminded that that was my second highest YouTube video ever. It was a parody song that me, Marie, and Ariel did for Blank Space. Taylor Swift talking about blank space, writing the Seahawks name in the blank space, Super Bowl champion. We know that they lost, obviously, but that video has 250,000 views on YouTube, which is pretty cool. It's my second highest video. The only video that has more hits than that is also a Seahawks from the video from the prior year. Me, Marie, and Ariel doing Katy Perry's Roar. We called it Soar, as in Seahawks Soar, and that has 275,000 views. So 500,000 views between those two Seahawks videos, which is pretty cool. So let's do this. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read. Then I'll open up the contest. And then while people are entering the contest, I'll have a good 15 minutes to answer all of your questions. Only 50 people in the stream tonight, at least on YouTube. So your chances to win tickets tonight might actually be pretty good. So let me do my mid-show sponsor read, and then we can talk about... very good. Blank space baby. Very good, Yrvin. You're always quick with the puns, with the play on words, with the witty remarks. Love it. By the way, should I do a new Seahawks parody song with Marie and Ariel? Should we run it back 11 years later? Let me know in the chat. Start out by thanking my primary sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsors. The first one is Gassy Jack Art. You can check them out at gassyjackart.com. Jack makes the wonderful artwork you see in my home studio. We got Mulligan Golf Company, mlgngolf.com. Check them out for all your golfing apparel and accessories. And Vessi Footwear, use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Reminders of how you can get involved in tonight's show. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a donation, gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. Right now, looking at the fictional leaderboard, it is Fangirl with 900 points. She must have been here early. Alfred, based on his donation, is second with 350. Justin, credible, third at 125, tied with Simon at 125. And then a bunch of people tied with 75. So our top three, Fangirl, Skytrain Alfred, and Justin/Simon. A couple other things. I've now sold out of all San Jose tickets. I've sold out of all Anaheim tickets, thank goodness. I do have Toronto Maple Leafs tickets, though. So if you're interested in going to the Leafs game, email me, canuckclay@gmail.com. Shows this week. Canucks After Dark will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Parker has a hockey game at 9 p.m. And we find that if we move nights, Sunday or Tuesday, it's not always the best. So we're going to try and keep Monday night, but we're doing it early, before Parker's hockey game as opposed to after. So tomorrow night, Canucks After Dark will be at 7. Then I'm going to do an open mic show at 11. Then Tuesday will be post-game Sharks 11. And then Wednesday, members at 11. And then Thursday, no show because Gail and I will be in Las Vegas. All right. Before I get to your comments, this is what we are giving away tonight. So on Thursday, we triggered the high five, which is great. That means there is a donation, there is a membership gift, there is a membership upgrade, there was a new member, and there was a monthly membership message. So we nailed all 5. And whenever we do that, that's what I trademarked as the high 5. And that means it'll trigger some sort of giveaway on the next stream. Sometimes it's a book, sometimes it's a van base, sometimes it's gift card to Amazon. By the way, everyone who won prizes last week, I will get those out to you today and tomorrow. I haven't forgot, but Jacob Doodle reminded me that I haven't sent the prizes out, and that is indeed true. So I'll do that tonight and tomorrow. Okay, enter your details for a chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Vancouver Canucks host the Dallas Stars. By the way, Minnesota's caught Dallas in the Central on Monday, March the 2nd. So this game isn't for 6 weeks. Please enter the contest only once. Don't use multiple names, screen names, email addresses, or phone numbers. As well, please enter the contest only if you can go to the game or you have someone to give it to. You cannot sell these tickets. And I'll draw the winners in about 20 minutes. So the main thing here is you can enter the contest even if you know you can't go to the game. But then you can figure out what to do with the tickets, give them to someone, as long as you don't sell them. If I find out that you sell these tickets, you are banned from entering any contest going forward. It's just to protect the integrity of what we're doing here, this channel, and of course our sponsor, who is Jason Lim of Van City Experts. So this is how you can enter the contest. It is open now. All you have to do is, hold on a sec. It's not that one. It's right here. tinyurl.com/CCC Canucks stars, or enter to win here. It might be easier, instead of typing that all out, why don't you just click on this link that I've posted? You have until, actually, let me put it on here. 11:45. So that's 18 minutes. No excuses, no sympathy if you're late. I'm giving you 18 minutes to enter this contest. All right, so let's do 18 minutes of your questions and comments while we wait, while we get. I don't think Sherwood did a 10-minute interview with the San Jose Sharks media today, but talked about how excited he is to play with that team, which I don't get offended about. Hey, are you guys as mad as, will you get as mad as Sherwood as you are at Quinn Hughes? Anyways, we will see. He won't be playing on Tuesday against the Canucks here as much as we want him to, because I don't think he'll be cleared to play. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we actually have a nice runner-up prize. Gerald, I know it's not, I don't like doing this in front of everyone, but are you willing to donate those tickets that we were talking about as the secondary prize tonight? Let me know in the chat, Gerald, if you're willing to do that, and then I can announce what it's about, but I won't say anything until I know that you are willing to do it. And if to do it, you would have to either transfer the tickets yourself or transfer to me, and I would transfer them. But you tell me what works, Cheryl. Just type in the chat. I don't like to do it over this, but I'm going to be drawing in 15 minutes. So no, I wouldn't ban someone from the channel if they sold the tickets, but I would certainly ban someone from future contests, because that's just not right. If I go, am I allowed to throw my jersey on the ice or wear paper? Yeah, just don't tell them that you're, kidding, sort of. Just don't tell them that you got the tickets from me. No, you do whatever you want. You're a grown man. You're a grown man. Exactly. Tyler says, don't be a jerk and sell them. Definitely do a Seahawks parody with Marie and Ariel. Not sure what song you want to do. Yeah, we'd have 2 weeks. I don't know. Parody songs are kind of like, we could do it just as a fun one, and not take it too seriously, right? I don't think those things are cool anymore. Do you still think that the Canucks are not a bottom 5 team? No, Tom Clayman, I'm willing to admit, and the proof is in the pudding. They're almost completely healthy except for Demko, right? And they got Hedl back, Bluger's back, and I guess it's Demko and Rossi, right, are the two main guys. And no, they're not any better. So I was hoping that they weren't a bottom 5 team. I did say that they're too talented to not be a bottom 5 team. Sorry, they're too talented to be a bottom 5 team, but they've won 1 game in the last 14. Hey, Helen, nice to see you. If I win the tickets, do I get 2 flights? No, that's on you. I will give you the tickets, but you got to figure out how to get here. Has there been a time the Canucks had a game where at least the first 2 goals were disallowed on either team? I thought this is the first time I've seen something like this. Where the heck was I? Did the Penguins have a disallowed goal too? How did I miss it? Unless that was when I was changing seats, because Gail and I did have to move seats today. We moved from our seats up to Encore. Gosh, I suck. Someone tell me about that. I didn't even know that. How loud were you cheering for Sheila's when you were at the game? Not too loud, but I did this. I wasn't like, "Aah!" Well, I don't never make that sound. I hope I don't. That was horrible. But I did clap for him for sure. Yeah, it's a charity game, and I'll transfer to you, Clay. Okay, so I will talk about that when we draw in a couple of minutes. Gerald, well, actually, I'll just put it in the chat real quick. So Gerald, I just WhatsApp you back. And it's with my email address. It's different than my canuckclay@gmail. So my Ticketmaster account is different. So Gerald, check the WhatsApp I just sent you where you can send it. So I can send it to, if you can do it whenever you can, then I can send it as soon as possible. That would be great. Thank you, Gerald. And I'll give Gerald some love in the chat when I explain what it is that he's donating. Today, Coach Rob and I were talking about how funny it would be if one of us were surprise guests in the Super Bowl show. If it was you, what would you perform? That's really funny. If it were me at the Super Bowl, you mean the halftime show? Well, my best karaoke song is Young MC's Bust a Move, but it's not very original. And I am always out of breath by the end of it. Let's use this as a promo for a new Canucks channel coming up in the spring. What do you mean, your giveaway? Oh, there. Gerald says it. He's trying to sell my Shoresy tickets for the game tomorrow. That game, Shoresy Canucks, that is tomorrow night at Rogers, right? Yeah, the Shoresy Classic, January 26th at 7 p.m. So everyone, or not everyone, I know a little bit about this Shoresy show. They are playing, it's a cast of Shoresy playing against the Canucks alumni tomorrow. So Gerald is generously donating a pair of tickets. Whereas, tickets are sold out. Interesting. I don't know how many tickets they sold, but wow. That's very generous of you, Gerald. I like this edition of the New England Patriots. Drake May seems like a good guy. Yes. By the way, did you see the graphic? ESPN did a graphic on September 4th where they showed one player from each team in their jerseys looking at the Lombardi Trophy, and right at the front was Sam Darnold and Drake May. So it's kind of weird how ESPN predicted this 4 months ago. Yes, if someone puts in the chat, Gerald, you'll have to monitor it. If someone wants to buy the tickets before Gerald donates them, I'll leave that up to you. I would do a parody song for the NFL with Elizabeth Irving if she let me join. Maybe you should ask her. The Canucks have a 28% chance of getting their first overall pick. That's the best of anyone. Yeah, I agree that parody songs are played out. AI parody songs, unfortunately hilarious. I do listen to AI generated music, not the ones that profess to be real artists, but like the gospel version of Michael Jackson or whatever it is. I like those kind of ones. Clay, do you think Heedle has made an impact? I think he has, even though he hasn't scored yet, but does make good plays. Yeah, we're deeper down the middle. He's a pro. He's an experienced pro. He's got good speed. I actually noticed him more on Friday than I did today, admittedly. But Edmund, I think overall, yes. I think he has made an impact for sure. If the Canucks land first overall, how are you going to celebrate? I don't know if I'm going to celebrate, but I'm certainly going to be happy for sure. But I don't know if I'm going to celebrate, Harry. I'm curious what the story is behind saying "booyah" at the end of every stream. CCC Originals can help verify this. I actually don't know. I think actually CCC, help me out. I was going to say that I used to say it when I got donations, but I'm not sure if that's right. Then I know I used to rap sometimes when Dexter would I would freestyle rap at the end of some of my streams when Dexter would send me bars and lines. But I don't know what Booyah has to do with that. It has nothing to do with Booyum. It nothing to do with Boom Goes the Dynamite. Was I trying to sound cool? Did I say it once and it stuck? Let me know, you guys. Let me know. Because I actually can't remember, but now I can't stop. I think it's just something different. If EP40 is willing to be traded, what do you think is best time? Usually the trade deadline is the best time. And if not that, then right before the draft. I think those are the two best times. All right, you got 9 minutes to enter the contest, you guys. 9 minutes to enter the giveaway. The first Pens goal was disallowed because of offside. Where was I? You guys, did it happen like around... Because, yeah, the only time I missed was around the 5 to 6 minutes in the game. Was it around then? First goal in the first. Burn atmosphere was okay because it was Crosby. And because it's a weekend game, there are a lot of kids there. So it's a little bit louder. So the atmosphere was fine. It wasn't like amazing, but it was fine. It was fine. Clay should perform the gritty. I already have. Yeah, this is part of my dono drops. Whenever you go to a concert like Bruno Mars, do you buy concert merch? Nope. Too expensive. I don't... and I would rarely wear it. I don't buy merch. I don't buy merch. Usually I'm complaining or grumpy enough that I'm already paying so much for the tickets. Sedines are on the alumni squad. Nice. If I got tickets to the Super Bowl or Game 7 of the Cup Final, but Canucks are not in the final, which tickets are you taking? Super Bowl. Because I have been a great Game 7 Cup Final that we lost. Depends on the team. Like if it's Tampa versus Colorado or something like that, I'd probably go. But if let's say that the teams are not a factor, like I can't consider that, I would go to a Super Bowl. I would go to Super Bowl, I think. Okay, Edison, I'll let you and Gerald figure that out, but you got to figure it out before I do my draw. Well, I guess I can know all the way until. So Gerald, just so I don't have to track this, whoever you're talking to, whether it's Edison or others, Gerald, I just trust that when I get to my best of 7, I know whether your tickets are in play, and it's fine. So if they are, great. If not, that's fine. Yeah, Andrew's good. He's been traveling a lot. I messaged with him today. He's fine. He travels a lot, works a lot. How, in your opinion, was the crowd today? It was good. It was good. It was good. Hey, Dino, is the alumni game on TV? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if anyone is answering about the Booyah. I'll probably get to it in a second. Also, I think my memory is fading, you guys. Did I ever tell you about something in the summer when I was on a boat being interviewed for a series that might air on Crave? Just tell me if I told you anything about that. And if not, I'll probably share that later this week. You always get nervous about the draft lottery. Oh, yeah, good. You're taking offline. Good. Both disallowed goals were in the first period. What do you like? Hey, Hansel, nice to see you today. So the sushi, I always eat a lot. I drink a lot of Pepsi, prime rib, lamb, salmon, prawns, charcuterie. Don't eat a lot of veggies. Don't eat a lot of salad, to be honest with you. But definitely eat the sushi and the meats because I think those are worth it for sure. 8 minutes in the first. Yeah, I think that was when I was switching seats. Concert merch used to be more affordable. Yes, it's reverse elimination tonight because it's Canucks tickets. In your opinion, before the Olympic break, the small trade went through in the main trade window. Who do you think Vancouver? Oh, okay. They might pull off a Kane trade before the Olympics. That's all I expect, to be honest with you. The Canucks have 8 picks in 2026, if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking that up right now on where do you find it here? Vancouver. Where do you find all their draft picks? Oh, draft. Actually, I have to look later because wherever I'm looking at doesn't make sense. But I'm pretty sure they have 8. I thought they had 8 picks this year. Let me look one more time. Oh, draft picks here. Here. Yeah, we have 2 first rounders, 2 second rounders. So we have 4 in the first rounds. Then we have a 4th, 5th, and 6th. I'm sorry. So we have 7 this year, and we have 8 next year. That's what it is. $100 for a shirt. Yeah. Who do you think the Canucks will trade next? I think it'll be Evander Kane. Couldn't blow out Kindle's flame. Nice. I like to get CDs or concert DVDs. Oh, that makes sense, Yrvin. Best Canuck from Sweden. It's got to be Naslund, right? Other than the Sedin, it's got to be Naslund. Olin was good. Patrick Sundstrom was good. I think he was Swedish. Below Deck. No, I'm not on that show. Oh, I did talk about the interview. Okay. But no one remembers why I talked about why end the with Booyah, right? I didn't see any answers about that, which is fine. I remember talking about the interview. Good. Oh, here. Scotchy Alva. I think the Booyah part was added after adding the first dad joke into the streams. Oh, was it that recent? Yeah, why did I say it? I'd have to go look. I meant to tell you later. Okay, I finally can talk about it later this week, I think. Hello, C-Edits. I have not eaten at Sushi Den. I have heard about it for sure. Amazon Kindle is a huge fan of the Pens player. If the Canucks end up with number 3 pick and Miss McKenna Stenberg, who are you taking, Clay? I think I go Verhoeven or Reed, one of the right-hand D, and then figure it out. If you have Vovenlander there and you have Hronek there, Myers going to be retiring after next season, or at least probably not with the Canucks. And then if you're Mancini battling, that's fine. Just because we have Hronek, Vovenlander, Mancini doesn't mean we're set. If it means Mancini is battling, or one of the guys plays on the offside. So I'm taking Verhoeven, I think, if McKenna and Stenberg are gone. The musical was excellent. It was Moulin Rouge. It was excellent. Thank you for asking, Simon. I did mention about being a show would be broadcast either this year or next. You tossed it. You teased it last year. Okay, I can tell you more about it, but I won't do it tonight. I'll save that for maybe a Tuesday show. Seattle's apparently letting Shane Wright available. Yeah, I'd ask. There's no harm in asking. Last 2 minutes to get in the contest, by the way. Last 2 minutes. Hi, Shannon. I think I remember you talking about an interview. Cool. In a single year, guess how many players I cheer on in BC, Alberta, Washington State? In a single year, from those 3 places, let's say 12. Am I right, Steve? Is it 12? About the Kraken making Wright available, I heard the Jets are interested and might offer Perfetti. Interesting. Natty, I was hoping to meet you. I was disappointed by not meeting you. Are you still in the chat, Natty? Yeah, I thought that. Actually, I don't know for sure. I wasn't sure if you heard me say in yesterday's stream that I would be meeting people in the first intermission, and I was looking for you. I would love to see you. I have not dined where the player tunnel is at, but I've been down there for sure. I don't know anything about the Ruck twins, Lima Marcus. I wouldn't get them just because they're twins. 10,000 players a year. Yeah, that's a lot of players. That might be a bit of exaggeration. I don't know. Yes, I mentioned that before you got here. I think, C-Edits, I do fly out on Thursday. Okay, friends, talk amongst yourselves for a couple minutes. I am closing off the contest because it's 11:45, and I said that's when I would close it off. So I am going to close it off right now as we are speaking. So no more forms. No more entries, accepting entries. No more. We are done. 36 entries. Should I just play my, but I'm going to copyright myself, right? I was going to play my blank space one, but I'll just keep on getting this spreadsheet ready. I think that's a better use of my time right now. I'll play that blank space another time. Almost done already, you guys. Working fast, working hard for you. Just making sure that there's no duplicates, that no one cheated by adding more than one entry. I guess that's not the end of the world. What would be the end of the world? What would make me more mad is if you win and you sell the tickets. Can you tell that? I think I've said that like 8 times how mad that would make me. Because it's just not right? Okay, I think we're good. Thank you, people, for not cheating. Thank you for being honest. See some names in here that never comment in the chat. That's okay. I'm not here to judge. I just like hearing from everyone that is here. Yes, I am talking to myself, and I am stalling as I continue to get this spreadsheet ready, but I am almost there. Okay, now I just got to go to this one. It's not a nervous trait, but don't you think it's funny when people kind of talk through what they're doing? It's more for me to fill space, not because I'm nervous, but I just, especially for podcast people, it would be horrible to have the space empty, because that doesn't make any sense. Wait, friends, I'm almost there. I am Control C, Control V. Okay, 36 entries. Perfect. So let me share my screen. So I should probably delete this banner too. Gerald, before we start, unless you've already said it. Yeah, hey Lucas, I did see that Elizabeth was going to go to WWE for a Saturday night's main event, even though she didn't perform. Oh, I didn't know that. I wonder what those unforeseen circumstances were. That's too bad. Well, you were at the game. No problem. Captain's room. That's good. Is Selena here too? Where did Selena say she was sick? Oh, there. I'm sick of it. Sorry to hear. All right, Gerald, before I start. Hey, Ricky, nice to see you. Hey, Ken, nice to see you. Before I start, Gerald, can you let me know if I'm giving away tickets or not? I will wait 30 seconds. I think Gerald is still around. But Gerald, if you can let me know if I'm giving away tickets or not, that would be very helpful. Actually, I don't see Gerald in the chat anymore. So that's going to make it even more difficult. So unless I hear from him, the runner-up is not going to get anything tonight, which is fine. We don't always have to, there doesn't always have to be a participation prize. I sound like a jerk. Now whoever comes in second is going to get really mad at me. All right. Oh, Gerald is here. So, oh, you are here. So Gerald, am I giving away your Hey, he has every right to. It's his money. I mean, it's his tickets. Let's donate them. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So, and Gerald, just to confirm, it's a pair, right? Can you confirm that while I get this ready? If Gerald can confirm it's a pair, and then we will get going. 36 people. We should be done in 20 minutes, if not before. Okay. If instead of the runner-up, I think it should be the first pick for his tickets. No, because I'd rather give the runner-up someone. I think, Steve, I think you want to go to bed, right? Which is totally fine. I respect that. Because you keep asking about how long this is going to take. So let's go. This is reverse elimination. We'll shuffle 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to quickly eliminate to the top 2. Then we'll go best of 7. The runner-up will receive a pair for the Shoresy cast versus Canucks alumni, which is Monday night, tomorrow already. And then it's same rules. If you can't go, that's fine. Give them away to someone. But don't sell them. Don't be a jerk, because Gerald is donating them. Otherwise, you should have just bought them from Gerald in the first place. And then the winner will receive a pair of tickets to the Canucks versus Stars on the 2nd. And I just said, you might not have heard, Canucks versus the Stars on March 2nd. And Gerald's only condition is make sure you subscribe and like the new Canucks channel. He'll be starting up in the spring. Please don't sell them. That's fair. And Lucas, yes, I'll end with this. 3 times, a new Pope. Seahawks have been in the Super Bowl. Pope Benedict 2005, Pope Francis 2013, and Pope Leo 2025. Yeah, I saw that come out at the start of the playoffs, and it is indeed come to reality, which is pretty cool. All right. I didn't even have to ask. Yrvin says, say his name. Okay, good luck, Yrvin. Say my name, say my name. When no one is around, you say, baby, I love you, if you ain't playing games. Good luck, Yrvin. Good luck to everyone. Elimination, you do not want to see your name come up for this first 34 spins. And this is basically random pop music. Here we go.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
It's not going to make Selena feel any better, but Selena has the honors of being first out.
I'm coming through the room, turn the bass out. Y'all been sleeping on me, better wake up. Put your fly gear on, do your makeup, drop it real low.
Nice try, KT. We are 2 down. Oh, Johnny Boy does not win today. He's won before, though. Good try, Johnny. Natty is out, and that has nothing to do with us not meeting earlier today. Although I want to really meet you. Oh, my buddy Raj from the Limelight Pod does not get through. Thanks for being here, though, bro. I hope you're doing well. Nice try, Dino and Mother Mena. Although I appreciate your generosity always. Sorry, I couldn't repay the favor here. By the way, Natty, I know you're in the chat because I just saw you respond, oh no, when you got eliminated. Were you supposed to not start again? I wanted to meet you today, but I didn't get a chance to meet you. Were you at the game? And did you come up in the first intermission? I missed you, or did you not come up? Or maybe you didn't care, or maybe you didn't know. And I'd be fine with all those answers. Nice try, Japan 4. Thanks for entering. Hope you're doing well. Edmund is out. Good try, Edmund. Sorry, Steve, but at least you can go to bed now. I'm just kidding. I'm happy that you're here. Let's change it. We go from random pop music to, let's go random polka music for 5 spins. Nice try, Anne. Sorry. Well, we'll go disco next. Oh, same. Sylvia is out. Good try, Sylvia. Thanks for being here. C edits, good try. Natty's not answering me in the chat. Maybe I made her mad. I hope not. Nice try, Philip. Although you like the polka music, I know. All right, we are down to the top 23. We are now going to go to disco per Yrvin's request. Where is it? Where did I see it? Disco. Random disco. Let's go. Nice try, Legend Bovenlander. Natty, I totally believe you. I don't know how I missed you, though, because I wasn't sitting in section 319, but I was outside of section 316, right at the Legends locker room, and I was there for the entire intermission. So maybe we were just missed each other, or maybe you were looking the wrong place, or maybe I wasn't where you expected to be. So I will take that as an L on my side, and I will look for you the next time. So thank you for your effort. And that was first intermission. So maybe it was the wrong intermission either, but I do know I was at the first intermission outside of section 316 for the whole intermission because I was with Hansel and Rosie and those guys. But my loss. It'll happen again. Here we go. Nice try, Ian. Nice try. The two brothers are out. That's a big, not applicable, but that is, I can say it because he didn't win it. Simon. That was Simon. Oh, Hansel. At least we got to see each other today. Nice try, Tim. I gotta admit, I'm digging this disco music. Good try, McD. Thanks for being here. Thanks for always being on the channel. I know who you are. Oh, Pastor Dan. Good try. All right, time to change up this music as much as I enjoyed the random disco. Let's go to random. Oh, I can't believe we haven't been here yet. Random hip hop. Although it might play it doesn't matter. Random hip hop, it is. Pretty sure this is Tyler. Yes, good try, Tyler. Love the name. Down to the top 15. This is my favorite. But it's not Swervin Yrvin's favorite, but that's okay. I feel bad for everyone that loses, but at least Yrvin won tickets to the Anaheim game this Thursday. Tom Clayman is out, and we are to the lucky number 13. 13 people left. Nice try, Harry. We are down to the last 12, the last dozen. Bruce is out. Good try, Bruce. Thanks for being here. Edison is out. Nice try, brother. And we are down to our top 10. We're going to make this a 15-second spin. And random hip hop was nice, but sound effects. No, that's not a good variety. Dance and techno. Oh yeah, this should be great. Here we go. Unpaved is out. Gerald still alive to win his own tickets. JWU, good try, JW. Down to top 8. This is exciting. Andrew, good try. We are down to the final 7, and it includes a couple out-of-towners and one person who donated one of the prizes. So let's see what happens. Indigo is out. Down to the final 6. This is exciting. We are into the top 5 with Matcha going out. Here we go. Okay, so Yrvin's out, unfortunately. We're down to the final 4. I'm going to make a call here because if Gerald makes it to the top 3, if Gerald wins second, no, this doesn't make sense. I can't make him win first. Oh, let's just see what happens. Okay, so Justin is eliminated. Sorry, Justin, third. Now, and I'll say all 3 names, so you can't say that jinx just this person. If Gerald gets eliminated next, then it's clean. If Gerald gets to second, then we have to see if he wins the best of 7, because then he wins the Canucks tickets, and then second place will get the Shoresy tickets, which makes sense. If though this is very clear to me. If though Gerald places in second, I will get him something else, and then third place will win the Shoresy tickets. Now I'm looking at this, and both Shannon and Missy are from out of town, so that is another different. Wrinkle that we're working out here. So generally, and I have time and energy to figure this out, but the catch is one of the prizes is tomorrow, which is the Shoresy tickets. So I think my logic makes sense, right? That's the fairest thing. So let's do this. Because I'm not going to discriminate against people because they don't live here. Like, you can give the tickets away or you can make your way here. So let's just kind of see what happens. Okay, let's just see what happens. And we go. Yeah, and Shannon's already concocting a plan anyways. I'm not sure if Missy's even in the stream still, because as we know, is Nadia's mom from Seattle. Maybe she's coming up. All right, this is probably the strangest one we've ever had, because A, 2 people are out of town. B, one of the donors. This is like if Jason Lim was in the top 3. So let's just see what happens. Thank you, Gerald, for the tickets. Let's just go, and then we'll do 3, 2, 1, right? 3, and then we'll do best of 7, and then we'll figure this out. Here we go. Okay. So good luck. Thank you, Missy. I'm not sure if she's still in the chat. So Missy's in third. So this is what's going to happen. If Shannon wins the best of 7, Shannon wins the Canucks tickets to March 2nd. Missy will get the Shoresy tickets for tomorrow night. I'll have to contact her and she'll tell me what to do with them. And then Gerald, I'll get you something else. If Gerald wins, then Gerald gets the Canucks tickets and then Shannon gets the Shoresy tickets to tomorrow night. Right? That makes sense. That makes sense. Yes, here for the chaos. Missy bumps up to, Missy will get a prize. So Missy can't win the Canucks tickets. Missy, the best she can do is get the Shoresy tickets. And then I'll connect with Gerald about something else. No, this makes sense. It's very simple. If Shannon wins, she gets the Canucks. And then Missy gets the Shoresy and Gerald gets something else. If Gerald wins, Gerald gets the Canucks and Shannon gets the Shoresy and Missy doesn't get anything. I think that makes perfect sense. And even if you guys don't understand, as long as I understand, that's the most important thing. So we got to go to cinematic. We got to go to strength of the Titans. We got to go to a 20-second spin. We have to go to applause, not sad trombone. We have to go to congrats. We don't automate the winner, auto remove the winner, and we allow duplicates. No, Edison, you do not get to win a prize because you were nowhere near the top 2. Then I had to give a prize to everyone that got eliminated before you. Of course not, Edison. Come on now. Oh no, now I just put in everyone. That's not right. Okay, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay, here we go. Consolation prize, a cup of slushy from Clay's house. Here we go. Game number 1. Gerald wins game 1 in a nail biter. It's like a beauty pageant. If the winner can't fulfill the duties, you keep going down to the next. Gerald's up 1-0. It is 1-1, a dominant victory by Shannon in game number 2. Gerald comes back for an equally dominant game 3 win. Gerald is up 2-1. Shannon takes game 4. We are heading to a very pivotal game 5. Gerald wins the pivotal game 5. Either Gerald wins or Shannon is going to have to stave off elimination. Guess what, friends? Game 7 for all the marbles. I don't remember it ever going like this, one win, like back and forth. But here we are. Game 7. And Shannon wins a dominant. And I think this is fitting that Shannon wins because she came in second last time. So congratulations, Shannon, for winning the Canucks tickets. You can talk to me offline or online, whatever you want to do with your plans for them, whether you're using them or whatever you want to do. That's up to you. So congratulations. I'm going to contact Missy tomorrow if she's not in the chat, to see what she wants to do with the Shoresy tickets. And if she doesn't want them, who was fourth? I guess I can watch the stream. Who was fourth eliminated? No, I better not do that. I will have to think of a fair way. I'll talk to Gerald, actually. I'll talk to Gerald offline and decide how to give away that pair, because that's still his pair. But that's only if Missy can't come. March 2nd, Shannon, is the game. It's a Monday, March 2nd. And if Missy's in the chat, I don't think she is. I'll just have to message her. And actually, technically, it's up to her what she wants to do with the tickets. She might tell me to give them to someone. She might gift them to someone, and she has every right to do that as well. So, hey, it doesn't matter to me. I'm happy to be generous. I'm happy to give things away. So, Shannon, congratulations for winning the Canucks versus Stars tickets on March 2nd. And I will talk to Missy tomorrow and figure out what she wants to do with the Shoresy tickets. There we go. So thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for a wonderful stream. Thank you, Gerald, for your generosity. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Bling Troy, legendary Swervin Yrvin, legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you for all your support. Thanks to Hall of Fame franchise members as well. Thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can leave a late donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Vancity Express Real Estate, Mulligan Golf Company, and Vessi Footwear. Vancity Express Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, Mulligan Golf Company, and Vessi Footwear. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. That was Skytrain Yrvin with the $5 donation, ensuring we did not get shut out. And the fictional leaderboard, Fangirl wins with 975. Yrvin second and 425. Justin third at 200. Simon fourth at 175. And then a bunch of people tied at 150. Don't forget, Canucks After Dark tomorrow at 7. Then my own open mic at 11 o'clock. All right. There we go. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for for your contributions and for the great chat. And I will see you tomorrow at 7 for Canucks After Dark and 11 o'clock for my own show. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. You know, I went to the eye doctor a couple weeks ago, and she said to me, your test results just came back. And I said, oh, great. Can I see them? And she said, probably not. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.